Koya Kingdom inheritance. How the Koya Kingdom rise in, how he fall down, before war come with bullets, before market turn prison, before brother sell brother, one kingdom been there, way one man from Mali begin. This man been them Farama Kamara from the Omande. Then temne them call this a man, or Tamidi man bin get mind and sabi fet. In bin they use magic. Them call the kingdom Koya. And Koya been take from Guinea to Liberia. Koya no build palace with brick. Them build with respect, with wisdom, with Bai and Gabana them, the chiefs. Koya been lectured in basket. Everybody holding own corner. How Koya start. Temne people wise. Them sabi the road, salt, cola, cowrie. Mali get army. Koya get alliance. Every village join and them no fet. Them share. Trade sweet. Rainfall. Drum the beat. Peace thee. How the Wahala begin nar Koya. Listen careful, Salone people, them power sweet past honey, but power can cause trouble for all man. Buy banner from Mabonto and Wanje. Way today, nar Sierra Leone won't take over the salt road. Another buy and in Gibana them vex. You want chop all by yourself, arrow fly, roadblock, market dry, trader them fear. Unity begin shake, trader music stop. Opoto don land, from the sea, ship, land, like crocodile. Opoto no ask for yam, them no ask for goat. Them say, bring pekin, bring man, bring woman. We go gi unugon and cutlass, rum, cloth. First we say no, then we say, the only prisoner. Then we say, the enemy pekin. Last we no talk again. Kola rod don't turn to chain rod. How Koya fall down. For 500 years this go on. Some buy them build big house. Some buy get big looking glass. Koya heart begin well. Koya unity dawn scatter. British them come land in 1808. Some buy them give land to them and other buy say them betray them brother. Now the cloud from the rum gun and the cloth done clear. None to buy them nor get kingdom again. Only shame. Only silence. The Koya lesson. We Sierra Leone people don't land them all but them go tell you say. Any kingdom way no get unity, it go scatter. Road nor to one person get Trade feed build for all man. If trade nor be for all, in go fit break all man. Koya nor die or in nor end fin 1-0. Is still the waka with we inside we at end will we food them. We still dey na the bush path. And still do they fit inside we are their minds. The silence we get between wars and no peace. We still dey fit the Koya war. How for do for stop and waiting we go do for end war.
Yes, me people, them. Una good evening, una good afternoon, good morning, and good day, wherever on a day. Afuna mi temina na piari, second one. Lende muitele. Aua, kauyena. As I always say, this platform, a day for bring change. Change, not a material process. Change in an intellectual process. Change, they begin from within each of we. They come up from with knowledge, from with mind. And change na a process where everybody for be involved in. Today, we don't understand what in change mean, especially in Sierra Leone. Today, we feel say change na material things. Good road, good this, good. Yes, all that in the necessary. But are they real changes? Are they sustainable? Some of we be don't born a country where we meet independence, we see them attend independence. I grew up in a country where every town been get electricity, they get water supply. I grew up in a country where every school been get equipment, and been get laboratories, every lab been get equipment. I grew up in a country where you dey go university, you are sure say you get books paid for, you get 3 meals a day, you get a place for sleep. All that they disappear. Why? Because we focus on change being wrong. It being wrong that day, a wrong today. But wetin make am wrong? Why we not able to do the right things na Sierra Leone? Na cause we get? Na stupid we stupid? Or waiting? Today, I can discuss or I can look at one of the key things where responsible for what's wrong with we country, where we not a focus on, not because we not want focus on them, but because maybe we not a look at waiting for look at. If person gets sick, and not a look at waiting for look at for making those kind sick he get, then he not able to cure that sick. Because every sickness in this world get common symptoms. Every sickness, they get fever. Every sickness gets a that and other things, other pain will they come with them. If because today be sick malaria, you feel say anytime we get a that or fever, na malaria, maybe now you liver get problem. What do I mean by this? We're not able to see the things that were wrong with we because we not a investigate, we not a research, but we always dey try for blame, complain. And when you dey blame and complain, you always dey look at the short road, forget your answer. It don't tell why they talk am say the problem of Sierra Leone, not to politics, not to wickedness, now with social psychology, nine just not correct. Today, I can look at who's part of the social psychology and how we able for solve this part of the social psychology way wrong. Today, I can examine something where now a process where they all over the world. But countries them, they able get out of that situation. We not able get out of that situation. As a matter of fact, we take and say na normal situation because it happen yonder, if it happen to we, in normal. Well, of course, plenty reason there why we dey accept abnormal things as normal. But the key to it all is that with social psychology, they don't destroy. What thing cause that? Now they come look at today. First and foremost, whatever we think say we know and believe in a Sierra Leone now, and no they in we favor. And all they work with cultural needs. And all they work with structural needs. And all they work with development needs. Because we don't allow Or let me say, we country unfortunate for make over 600 and more years, they don't go through a brainwashing process. We're waiting abnormal, now they see normal today. Waiting normal for we look and say, not a better thing. Of course, we get people them way they look at the immediate past, and most times then they blame the Europeans. Yes, the Europeans them contribute a lot. But the fact of the situation is, before the Europeans came to Africa, there were other foreigners who had come to Africa. The Arabs belong come to Africa. The Middle Eastern race belong come to Africa. Jews them belong come to Africa. And when these people came, they had their culture and their knowledge intact. They use them for brainwash we. Now, look at this point clear. Look, talk about religion here. Don't get me wrong. The Arabs and other people them come with Islam. There is nothing wrong with Islam because if you read the books, the scriptures, nothing other way wrong for them. And most of what in them tell we say we for practice as a Muslim, not they na the Quran. And they bet anybody that most of what in them tell we, how they tell we how they use them for subject we to their own ways in not they na the Quran. The things them in the Quran were connected with medicine, we're connected with science, we're connected with technology. They didn't teach us that. Yes, the Quran has all those things. We were not taught them and keep them to themselves. The same process take place when the Europeans then come some 100 years later. The meat, we already don't get through this first brainwashing process. Then come the meet we, the understudy we, then come with their knowledge, then come with another version of the same religion, we then call them Christianity. Because Christianity, Islam are the same religion. Them. One is preached by the Arabs, the other is preached by people who adopted it from some of the Middle Eastern people who travel go Europe, some come in Africa, Ethiopia. They spread this other side of the same religion, what they call the Abrahamic religion. We in Africa, as well as our continent, Europe, what they say, Asia, South America, some parts of Middle Europe, we suffer a process of massive indoctrination. Whatever knowledge they be meet we get, they make we look and less. Then your knowledge will then come with. Why I say them, I mean both Arabs and Europeans. We take their knowledge, then it's the glory. And then knowledge, then they will then go teach we that pantap, the real knowledge, which is also part of what we be know, then keep them. And keep them to themselves. They introduce we to flamboyant things them for make we feel good. Look at the education in Sierra Leone. There's nothing developmental in our education where you go look at. It's all flamboyance. we ability for convert we human resource into harnessing the talents and skills where we human resource get now almost zero. We ability for use with local resources to produce goods and services that we can market for profit now zero. That's why everything has to be imported into Sierra Leone. Everything. We not ever sit down and ask ourselves, say, why is it that we get all the potentials in Sierra Leone, but yet still we get for the import everything into our country? The fact of the situation is we get the wrong knowledge base. The wrong knowledge base. The knowledge base will get in Sierra Leone, not a knowledge for development, now knowledge for keep we in check, now knowledge for keep we under control. But do we have to blame the Arabs and the Europeans? If you ask me, I will say yes. Then I will say no. Yes, because at the time when they be in control, and they are still in control, they do them for a purpose of controlling us and making us the providers of resources, raw material. I will say no because it no matter whether you're a black man, it no matter whether you're a yellow man, it no matter whether you're a pink man, every human being get the ability for think. Every human being get the ability for rationalize. Every human being get the ability for be self-reliant and for believe in yourself. If you allow you come immortal man for control your thoughts, then you're an idiot. You know what being here. Because the first thing in every human being, now your identity. When they ask you, what is your name? Your answer defines your identity. You say, I am identity. If you allow somebody to take away your identity and replace it with his identity, then you are an idiot. We have allowed our identities to be suppressed because we take material things above sustainable continuity, if I can put it that way. Sustainable continuity now make then countries the whole they left we country for. We run can sit down, then better pass we. Then build institutions, then build systems, then build ethical standards, then they get laws, and then get the decency and thought for say, okay, this can make us work, so let us abide by it. We see what's in the happen in America because that sustainable continuity don't they break down. Any society will not get sustainable continuity, it break down. On the other side, as I said before, the problem in Sierra Leone is a global problem. Global in the sense that everything we Arabs and Europeans do to we for control we, It has been done all over the world. In Asia, in South America, in Australia, in China. China was colonized, but few people know that. China went through colonialism. They were colonized by Europeans. They were colonized by Japan. They were colonized by some other races. But the Chinese, being an ancient civilization, were being collapsed, they will keep the knowledge base intact. And of course, they had things that other cultures needed. So that helped them. Like few people know, say, the science of rocket was first made by the Chinese centuries ago. Waiting until we bought, oh, the Chinese had the silkworm, they were producing silk, Europe beneath, and yes, that been one of several things where the Chinese knowledge base being able to produce, when have been attractive good, where the world beneath. And so therefore, they were able to keep their culture intact, producing from their cultural knowledge base and selling to the world. In Africa, we had similar cultural bases, but we did not have the mental environment. Maybe, I don't know, I cannot say. Maybe now because we get too many different languages in Africa, that one of the reasons will not be able to consolidate with knowledge base. Maybe because most of the smaller languages, they're not being get a written form, so we'll not be able to consolidate with language base, with knowledge base. But the fact of the situation is, India, China, and some cultures in South America, they were able to resist this domination. You see, I will avoid for use big terms now, yeah, because I am not talking to university students. I'm talking to the world, and I talk to Sierra Leoneans in particular. But a process, what I call epistemicide, where they suppress other people their knowledge base. It is silence them. It make you feel say what you sabi not of value. Now the crisis where we get. You see, the Sierra Leone was the Athens of West Africa. That tells you a lot. It tells you a lot. That process been succeeding in Sierra Leone. Didn't we have knowledge before Western universities came? Didn't we have knowledge before the Arabs came with their knowledge? Would have been the billows for people then? Would have been they make clothes for them? Would have been they cook food for them? Would have been they write their songs? Would have been they make the musical instrument? You cannot do these things if you don't have a knowledge base. You may see them as simple, they are not simple. People they make bridge with rope and thick. Yes, then they not shall on take it. Rope and thick they cross river. Who teach them that? Now it's man? No. Now Arab man? No. That's a knowledge base. The white man and the Arab man, they started that way, they improve on them, they modernize them. We left them, we can't take the white man. Look at Sierra Leone. We get with traditional way of building houses. Now, we get the building materials enough necessarily. Tarred dirty. We get clay. We get cockle shell. We get leaf them, we can burn, make into ash. You can mix the one in there with the cockle shell and other things. You bake them, you make bricks. Have we thought about that? That's too primitive. I have to go and buy cement, so I'll build a concrete house with iron rods. We are mentally colonized. We are mentally colonized. And because we're mentally colonized, we have so much expenditure to make. And we not get the relative and equivalent income. Because we not get nothing what they make, what they export. That's what they got it for. We'll go diamond, we'll go gold. Do we know how to transform those resources into quality goods for us to make money? Since we opened university 1827 to date, we don't ever do courses in that country for teach we how for use we resources. Do we teach about Baibure, Kailondo, and others? We know everything about Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who used to drink whiskey and go kill his own brothers. We don't know anything about wisdom. This is what epistemicide does to people. It make una feel say una no better, how una be, so una they take other money on as more valuable. And we see it today. People are proud to go all over the world shouting, I am Dr. This, I am Alaji this, Haja this. But they are not proud to be called Yamba or Banabum or Lamboy or whatever. It is what? The biggest crisis we'll get now, they tell us what it is. The biggest crisis is a cultural crisis. Cultural disconnect. And that cultural disconnect, now it only translates into other areas. A Kamara born of Koinadugu, a Kamara born of Tonkolili, a Kamara born of Moyamba, a Kamara born of Pujang, then they see themselves as disconnected. They are foreigners to each other. Within a country where if you get good roads, you can travel across Sierra Leone in 3 hours. Sierra Leone is not more than 400 kilometers wide. It's not. If you get good roads, you can travel across Sierra Leone within 4 hours, 4 hours. But we are so disconnected because we have been culturally bundled and disconnected. They make you head of state, you see the other people as enemy. So the next thing are for buy Boku gun and begin kill them. Cultural disconnect. They make you head of state, you see the other people as enemies, and therefore, you for help yourself, thief as much as you can. Cultural disconnect. Everything that we do wrong is because we have a cultural disconnect. And the cultural disconnect, they make we spiritually disconnected with each other. You see the next man as your enemy. You see him as a competitor. One thing I think Sierra Leoneans need to learn in this life that we live, you don't compete with anyone except yourself. Your competition is with yourself. Get up in the morning, ask yourself, what did I do yesterday? How did I do it? What did I not do correct? Why did I not do it correct? That's how you compete with yourself. Improve every day. But for see the next man as your enemy, that's waste of time. Even for think of the next man as the enemy, that's waste of time. In Sierra Leone, people go to their places of work. All man gets in office, all man get 50 keys. The first shock I get when I came Norway 2003 was I was employed in the municipality office. The first day when I reached there, then give me a key because by then we're not being the electronic systems much. We were at the beginning of the transition then give me a key. And the estate manager told me, this key opens the main door, it opens your office, and it opens every door in this building. That was my first cultural shock. For land sea, people them can so culturally connected that they trust each other. Because we culturally disconnected, we not trust each other. And because we not trust each other, we always create problems for ourselves. And who are the benefits? The man we put we through the process of brainwashing. Look at Sierra Leone, who are the people who are enjoying? Foreigners. People from the Middle East. People from Europe. They go to Sierra Leone and live like kings. The people of Sierra Leone live as beggars because you have been injected, or our forefathers allowed the injection of a virus, a social psychological virus in the society. The virus that tells us you are of a lower caliber if you believe in your system. They tell me they go school and they beat you if you talk Creole at school. You talk Timni, then they beat you. You talk Mende, then they beat you. Your language. When are they you get your cultural knowledge foundation? When are the fastest way to make you understand whatever scientific or technological concept. They made it to look as the enemy. Then you take the English language, can put them before. The day when he begin to enter school, na Sierra Leone, that day up to the time they begin they able manage for begin understand small things. School don't be the enemy. School don't be boring because you dey go talk to the pikin a language where you understand. You dey try for make you understand things the way you not even know if you dey understand the words the way they say. This is how deep we have been destroyed, and we dey make joy of that. We make proud. We're proud of being products of brainwashing. Brainwashing. What is the most painful side of it? 64 years after independence, because we're not concerned about we welfare. Not left for make hypocrite. We're not concerned about we welfare. We're concerned about we material gains and massaging we egos. 64 years after independence, we have not sat down to look at what is wrong with what we received and how to modify them for make we begin stop for waste the most important resource we'll get. Added to not caring to look at that because we still get that egoistic and greedy attitude where we great grandpa them be used for sell them brother and sisters them into slavery. Now they take chemicals from Pakistan, from Europe, from South America. We can dump them. Now begin and they take drugs. So they are like, you're slided. So lie the cow. Now we, if us not sell you, treat not they buy you. If us not sell you, treat not they buy you. You lost die the car or whatever on a collar. Nothing for go sell Leon if they no open the mouth for ya. That cheap mentality where we great ancestors then be used for sell them brothers and sisters into slavery. How they use so? How they use so today? How they use so? Sally, Sally, they make her they laugh. He say roaming around with big titles. Well, part of the brainwashing process. That's like people them when they go Mecca and go take that in town and they are Mina Alaji, Mina Aja. The Arab man, Boku de na Alaji. They know they wear. It's brainwashed. They were been brainwashed. And you know, if we get for be very honest and sincere, we get for ask ourselves. We will claim say we educated. We will claim say we know. Why we not able to sit down and look at some of them things here and say, no, but this not right. Let we find a way for change them. Let we find a way for correct this. Because after we, other people can get for live. If we can pass now this world, we left for picking them by this confusion. Then self pass now this world, and left them picking them by this confusion. Especially in this day and age where artificial intelligence don't they take over. That man go sit down in America. He set up in factory in Sierra Leone, no need for good. He able to control and remotely. We know they see the danger where they come. Are we so dumb that we're not able to see them things here? We're not able. Instead of we do that, for sit down and reason, waiting for do, we just spend the whole year complaining, blaming, cursing, then backdoor with a Congosa and lie by ourselves. I want to say one thing here today. The human being, now an organic computer. I go repeat them. The human being, now an organic computer. Each of we get software. The hardware, now in our body, now in our organs. The software, now we believe, now we perceptions. We now in the determine we attitude. When you take a computer like this computer where they talk from, the hardware, the computer of itself, and the motherboard and everything. The software now the programs them where they allow me for use them when they see and hear me. If I put the wrong software, the computer no go work properly. If I put the correct software, the computer they work properly. And so the human mind day. And so the human brain day. If you get the correct software inside, everything they work properly. And you know they only work for you, it work for the community. It work for all the people around you. If you get the wrong software, well, Masibo. Ask them and the man say Masibo, no, they don't. And now get so necessarily on the wrong software. Then we don't brainwash we, say what it will be, we culture, we traditional things, them we now value, not to think that we useful, them primitive. They'll take the away, then cow it. And the how then cow it, now half those then cow it. The knowledge where with man can go to in a half knowledge. Go teach we literature, philosophy, and those things that will make us admire them. They not teach we the basics of technology and progress. Then teach we how for be servants. Then teach some how for manage servants, how for supervise them. And for those of us who are educated, we should have the ability to see beyond what was taught. Because that's what education does for you. It gives you the ability. Because you say, well, this process is not right. There is something faulty. We need to modify it. The computer, if you not get systems where they check the kind of software with the kind side, the computer will crash. Those of us who are educated, we should be the antiviruses of society. Now for able look say no, but this program not good for we. Let we delete them or let we quarantine them. Let we put aside. But instead, we wait for do that. Now we they assist to bring the virus come more into the society. We they assist them by misusing and abusing systems, institutions, and other things. Even to the politics, we they assist in bringing the rubbish into society by misusing and abusing politics. So-called Sierra Leone politics, not a politics. I misuse and abuse of what politics should be. We have to do more. We have to do better in Sierra Leone. There are ways we can change this whole situation. There are ways we can reverse the whole thing. But it therefore be a collective thing, not a one person, not a political thing, not a ego thing, na social and collective concern. We all, especially we who think say we sabi book, for able to ask the relevant questions. And asking those questions should not be asking about what do we do about the macroeconomy. Stop talking English rubbish. Go back to your culture. There was macro and microeconomy in your societies before the white man or the Arab came. Go and understudy that system. Build it up, modernize it. That's what China has done. That's what India has done. That's what Asia is doing. Some parts of Africa, especially some parts of East Africa, is doing that. Nigeria and Ghana are gradually coming in terms with that. Burkina Faso is coming in terms with that. All the praise owner, they praise Ibrahim Traore. Now because it is disconnecting people them from that colonized mentality for bring them calm, for able adopt to the Burkinabe knowledge base. It's not about the uranium. They can as well close the uranium mine. It's not about the oil or gold. It's about creating sustainable cultural institutions we go allow the people them for think and trust each other as a people. The process started with Thomas Sankara when he changed the name of the country from Upper Volta, Voltaire, into Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, land of the trusted. Land of the trusted are two languages then bring together. Two of the main languages then bring together. Then use the name Burkina Faso. land of the trusted. And through the regime of Kampuale, even though that regime was not as progressive as you could think of it, the people maintained and built on the structural mental processes for make the able change. It's what Ibrahim Traore is using. They not get magic. They not get special powers. The mentality of the society. Now they allow them for do what they do so. We can do the same in Sierra Leone if we're ready. But first, we need for decolonize with mentality. The Sierra Leonean mentality is too colonized for its comfort or our comfort. We so colonized that we not even know what you be. We not appreciate what you be. We would prefer to be looked upon as an Indian. We would prefer to be looked upon as a European. We would prefer to be looked upon as Igbo. Because now they see them, they wear Igbo beads. They're not even noting them beads and they mean. We prefer to be looked upon as some foreign elements rather than we look at ourselves as Sierra Leoneans. We Ronco, we country close. The Gara, we nine, now the main Malinke connection to Sierra Leone. We have forgotten about all those things. We need for decolonize with people minds them first and foremost. Secondly, we therefore begin understand other things. Education, development, we for look at them from a cultural perspective. We have everything in our culture that we can develop and modernize and make into sellable goods and services. The Ghanaians have done it. The Nigerians are doing it. Other parts of Africa are doing it. Are we not seeing? Are we not? From what small? I see Yoruba there, then they come with a shea butter, then call her Ori. Other parts of West Africa, that's an economic trade. The cow get cacao and coffee, we don't they die in our country. Every coast get more minerals than Sierra Leone. But after they get independence, 1958, they say, "Look, concentrate for agriculture." They improve the agriculture. Now they have agriculture, they run the economy. What have we done in Sierra Leone? That is remarkable. Cursing and fighting. Guinea next door. They get things there and they export with our local produce. I was in Guinea for 5 years. At one point, I've been the Oxons Highway. Then at one place near the airport where they call Tanene Mache. That place there, every banana where they come up line, and then they call it. The banana where Guinea they produce, beaucoup de poil. One day, one of my Guinean friends, when I've been somebody in the government Canada office, who's have been there, I say, Mr. Diop, I say, this banana, on another fine way for make them they convert them into paste and what's inside. Because when they can count them, either 1 day, 2 day, they begin soft. Nice, a good idea. They took it up. They started. Yes. The man called me. Then do I'm after I don't left Guinea. They called me. He said, that your idea? I say, we don't turn into something profitable. I say, well, I come for me. He said, anything you can connect, you get you. Yes. Guinea, they produce almost Everything we don't need for them food. What are we doing in Sierra? Talking fat, Congo saying lie, get for try. Get for try. Therefore, decolonize with minds first and foremost. Then we're able to see the bigger picture. All then till the bluff but okay, I am this, I am that. Now zero, you know mean nothing. Because we're not getting nothing all proud of all they produce. You can have 50 degrees, you know mean nothing. If you're not able to use the earth, air, and energy to produce something. We need to go back and reclaim we indigenous knowledge. We need to encourage and revive traditional practices in medicine, in agriculture, in spirituality, and in justice. We need for decolonize education. We need for decolonize our education. Our education, not for we. Not for we at all. It not means we're not going to use imported knowledge, but the knowledge will be suitable for we cultural context. We use we indigenous language for teach we picking them, let them understand better. That became a bonus side and they talk Mende. Teach them in Mende up to a particular stage. Why should they teach them English, French, and other European language? They learn about water, about art, about this in your language. They understand the concepts behind it. We need to go investigate with indigenous philosophies. With history, we need to rewrite them. There is a lot of things wrong about history. With environment, with people learning get ways for preserve the environment. We need to go back and learn that. If we don't, we are facing annihilation in the future. Yes. We get too many media outlets in Sierra Leone, and none of them are doing justice to indigenous voices. None. We not use some for pull story or picking them in with languages. Story them. And these stories are funny, but they teach a lot of philosophy. The chimney. Then get the story about a spider, panis. Maybe then get the stories them. Why are we not using this to teach our children about their cultural identity, about the philosophies, etc.? Now we talk about STEM. How connected is STEM to our cultural technology? Another thing we need to do, we need to get clear-cut leadership goals and we for train people them for understand with leadership goals. We had a traditional democratic system in Sierra Leone before Europeans came and Arabs came. And we find a way to understudy this and begin modernize them so that we go come out for all this ala cause and effect. Can we even have the decency of decentralizing Sierra Leone so that decentralized institutions will take care of the different sectors of society and make people able to get access to the resources of the nation? Can we? Either to Saleh, they ask a very important question. We don't. We don't. Sierra Leoneans not believe in research and development because we believe in dependency. We don't. We believe in dependency. We have a lot to do, and not all rocket science. Now we, the people, for be ready for do this. If we're ready for do this, we're able to do them. And some of these things, we don't even need politicians for be involved. If we, the people, are ready, we can work out a way who can come together and begin set in motion some of them things here. Changes will begin take place gradually. Change is a gradual process, especially so in the case of Sierra Leone, who done the almost 100 years under this brainwash system. Because the brainwash, not all European can to we. The brainwash we don't come to we before we Europeans reached Sierra Leone. When the Arabs came, they brainwashed we. The Mandingos came with after the fall of Mali Empire with their own system, we adopted. Then came the slavers, where then collaborate with some greedy people, where they sell them fumble into slavery. Another set of brainwashing take place. And that was the most destructive period in our history during the time of the transatlantic slave trade. So they will kill everything we then call trust, that mistrust, plus the colonized divide and rule, and they put we in the trouble of this today. Welcome, sir.
Well, thank you very much. And of course, I don't follow the conversation or the discussion.
You will use earpiece.
No, I didn't get it clear.
Okay. Because I seem for the far from you.
No, I get you very.
No, you are this. I say you seem for the far from you device.
Okay. I don't can close.
Okay.
So, you look at how are we ready? The readiness. You just have to go there to say where there is will, there is way.
Mhm.
So, but the willingness, when they talk about this change, how willing are we? How readily are we to accept and to practicalize change in Sajalo?
That's what I will tell you, say,
Yes, sir.
you're not going to give time frame.
Mm-hmm.
But I will assure you, say, the process don't start.
Okay.
Then say necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
You know, to make Africa now develop quick,
Yes, sir.
we get fine climate.
Yeah.
The wet man and the cold now make them think and develop.
Mm-hmm.
Now poverty don't reach Africa, so we begin think.
Mm-hmm.
Poverty now get for instigate we for be ready for improve. And then small talk here with the GISO,
Yeah.
they add to the equation. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I just hope. But the only thing I go tell you, I not get time frame. I not believe say that change where I want for make happen go happen in the next 2 months or next 2 years.
But
I go tell you say from now till 5 years to 10 years they done, we go begin see change.
by the grace of God. Now, when you look at remember we talk about prejudice and nationalistic, right? And to me, Saloma Lake in country, he just want
The Lekusa born. Usai born, but you don't understand. You don't understand a country. Sorry, you had to interrupt you. Salomon Usai born, but you don't understand the meaning of a country. Sierra Leone.
Exactly, sir. But many times you don't see December, the next 2 months of see people to come up overseas, they like that enjoy now.
Yes.
They don't climb it. How many times we don't say people they balance the winter na Africa? We don't see people only come now 1, 2, 3 months in winter time. Say, land are too cold right now. Last time enjoy good climate again at Creative. You know, it's very unique. That show love for in country. I remember one before that done the say about a week or so ago. Say, even in America, he said sometimes in the winter, other times they enjoy summer, they enjoy hot.
In America, we're not ever cool. That's southern parts, now Florida, Carolina, Georgia.
Yes,
They're not cool like how we get cool.
but they prefer for the go the bus. What they are doing? Saloon. And what did they come? They can enjoy the cassava leaf, the percent service, the calami, the toll. They enjoy them, like they let them country.
Well, you know, come with something else.
Yes, sir.
The reason we like for go now we country, not so more about the climate and the cassava leaf and tola, because them thing they deny.
Yeah.
Tirona cassava leaf I eat yesterday night me were cook.
Yeah.
What's it at the talk but about with cultural disconnect?
Yes, sir.
When the first week for one for go back now with country.
Mm-hmm.
Because every human being gets a spiritual connection with the place where he born.
Mm-hmm.
Every human being gets a spiritual connection to the place where he born. Now I make you they call the home. Home is where you are spiritually comfortable.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
With DNA, connect to the DNA's the Sierra Leone.
Mm-hmm.
With spirit, connect to the spirits that were inside Sierra Leone. When you meet you come in Sierra Leonean, whether you know or not, you will feel at ease. Because
They
they
say,
have that spiritual connection. But now, because they don't brainwash we and don't make you believe, say, we know what nothing, now I make you get the disconnect where they make Salomon, the cost in company Salomon, Fet in company Salomon, Congosa in company Salomon.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we need to change.
Mm-hmm.
If we go for change, we have to understand some of them things here and begin try for
And
change the processes.
Yeah, and the rationale behind them.
Yes.
You don't have a way you talk about, way Tiniman is a company, Tiniman, they talk the language, they don't feel at home. No matter. They let them treat that in Tobago, they meet up. They talk the language, they will say, we just start a thing at Sierra Leone.
Yes. Same with the Mende, same with the Limba. What spiritual identity means. It's not wrong for met somebody meeting company where they all two are the same, then talk their language. Now, when you use your language against other person, or use your culture and beliefs against other person, now you're wrong.
Like typically here, we think it happen in Kajalo. Now you see in an office environment. Then they talk to me. They took two, 3 people. Then go meet up. They talk to me. They want to before they go. They talk for Kongotawi. They talk for Puelwi. They talk. But it's just like when me and you will come under the same culture, the same area. We just meet, talk, we interact. But people always do this. Some people always do it. It's a negative practice. That's like, if you talk about English, and that talk English, without for you saying that man, for you say come on English, for you say come on Jala, for you say now be kid now go open Jala na bo, now go open Jala na Makondi, now open FBC from 1849 or so. All of that. You will see people meet and they begin to say, they begin to talk, that is now with this computer. Now, or that office day, so million office, so team leader, so invited and then party. You know, no, don't divert you from our culture, our practice. We know it.
Now the product of the cultural disconnect. Now you they talk so.
You say, tell people that you say, when they say Christmas, 2-3 days before Christmas, you go to my native land, you tell come come here.
Where go they now so they talk, not so?
No, that me not buy anyway.
Ah, well.
So disconnect. That's why I'm making sure that every Christmas, in fact, when the people they see me, under the gladdy, every pieces, this before you go there, they don't show you how much bamboo them. These are your papa in school, these are your papa in brother. So you have a lot of uncles, you have a lot of aunts. People that say, well, you know, say we got you on salon as long as your mama and this woman and then grow up, that you auntie, this your papa, and this person and then grow up, that you uncle. So that are the pillar of that. So at this time, the people that you say, where problem that happen, when are this for solve up, you don't get way for go because maybe I'm not going there, you don't get that cultural disconnect with the family. So how will you connect again?
Well, the point is we therefore do something.
Yes, sir.
For change the situation.
Yeah.
If something they go wrong, we not do anything for change them. That means we don't accept them.
Yeah.
As I say, the only thing will keep me on social media.
Yes, sir.
Now for help change what's wrong necessarily.
Yeah.
When I was there working there, I was saying what I'm saying today, and then he called me radical. Today, and they say the same thing. I'm sure people will say, other man are radical, we know him. But radicalism, and they bring change. The intellectual for being a radical, because you know, for accept things as they are, you for question things.
Yeah.
You for ask, what can we do better? How can we do it better? But if you comply with what's in the gun because of the material benefits,
you will not succeed.
Remember one day that material benefit will cut off.
Fade away. Exactly.
We people them, some be connived and sell them family into slavery. That cut off. Where is the wealth today? Show me one family in a sell you go tell you say this wealth will get now will be sell people into slavery. You know they. After that, colonialists then come, people then connive with them for put them people them under bondage. Show me one family in Sierra Leone go tell you say we benefited from the colonialists. This is the benefit. You know they. Since we get independence, people that don't go into politics. When they then do how they like. The day politics done, if they come back to you, begin make nice and sorry, as if he is the only one who is suffering. You see, we know the land. We know the land because one, we still mentally colonized. Two, we ego are part of the problem. We put the ego before waiting for do. And in the process, we do everything wrong. When things go wrong, we want for blame. We want complain. You just continue to blame and complain. We go blame other you. We go cause them. When commodity other hand come, now the same process go on. For commodity, in terms done. When commodity other hand come, it no matter whose color the person carry it, whether I carry with APC, or I carry with SLPP, or I carry with NGC, or I carry with this, the same process is going to continue because we get the same mentality, we get the same beliefs, we get the same perceptions. Change is a spiritual process. It's not a material process. The material things the way they see now the product of the spiritual processes where they go through. If salon begin make motoka, we no import parts from other country. Now because somebody think about them, it's a spiritual process. If salon make motoka where they use water, now somebody think about them, it's a spiritual process. It's not a material process.
Yeah.
We been get diamonds na Sierra Leone. People let me they use them for Lugron. Until somebody will get the spiritual knowledge, come say, this is diamond. But in Sierra Leone, we don't respect knowledge. Now I make una teacher them, una take them make national slaves. And the most routine profession in Sierra Leone. The most underrated. And it's the process that the profession, I mean, we get the highest contribution from a quick country. Now the profession, if they give them the correct tools, then give them the correct knowledge, then they transform that country in the next 10 years. This is the crisis we have with this virus we'll get. That virus will not call a name. Epistemicide. That's a virus that is holding us back until we cure that virus day. That is not a cure.
Yeah.
Nothing, the brother. So we need for try on Sierra Leone.
We need for try,
We need for try. And the try begins with us listening to what makes sense. I make the one the way they come listen ya do ya una share this channel let people they hear una distribute them let people they hear. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to help Sierra Leone. This is a legacy I want to leave for my country. I can as well sit down quietly. I write books. I am writing books on some of these things I discuss here. But almost people go able to read them books then they. Now I make a can cow them topics here. Like this one they show now. Now a book where they work on. And the title of this book is about decolonizing the mindset of intellectuals in Sierra Leone. Reclaiming African knowledge, language, and power. We can easily do this quietly in my corner and put them for sale. Universities go buy them, other people go buy them, go make money quietly. But will I be satisfied? No. My target is not to write books for foreign institutions. It's to give knowledge to Sierra Leone. Let Sierra Leone know what it need for be done, and let's begin look at how we go do them. So do ya, I beg una share this channel. Una make the people that know about this channel. Una how they watch, una like the videos so that it go up in the algorithms. We need to help Sierra Leone. And some of us are not doing it because we want payback. No, I don't want payback. If I get for go Sierra Leone today, say for go do anything. If I do business, I will pay me taxes.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not here to exploit people. I'm here to assist people. When we been to go school and tell we say knowledge is better than silver and gold, we say na lie. Now the lack of correct knowledge, I make we suffer so. So do ya? My no tongue for mommy. Bele Mgoy.
You know, this shop next, you know. Then I put on funny story. Okay, we'll get some of our brothers and sisters who don't let you say, oh, Bobaki, no, nobody, nobody. These are the guys who they meet up with on. Hey, Padima, you tell come out, come out. You see the Puloko? So they are sitting here at a hell. You see the Puloko? What do you do? Ah, me are they fit on now. But these are the people when you call them, say, okay, I'm going to Puloko again tomorrow. Yeah, I'll put up now, me put up to you so that I will do my business quietly. Do my business tomorrow, go back. When you call them in the evening, say, for let them locate you, they will not your fault. Because they are living some home in town that they will not match to what you would live offline. You know, so
Life is a choice.
yeah, it's a choice, but the kind of disconnection, but home is home. And the thing we are saying, home is home. You are there now. Yes, even if you don't get planned for kind of home it is, but you are contributing to the development on your area. That's it. You are making a contribution.
You see, the fact is, some of these people, they wouldn't tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Not only the disconnect, but the stability side of it, the social stability side of it. When you leave your home, you go another man in country or other man in place with the hope of going to make it. You go there, the realities of life begin face you. You find it difficult to go back home.
Exactly.
And you find it difficult to even encourage people from your country to come to you. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like what it is, so somebody go tell you, say, I didn't know we. We can swear to God, you know this year, you know Tindu. So tell the person no girls for leave.
Exactly.
Mister, the to for understand Leon, life is a challenge.
Yeah.
No matter outside you in the world, you get for face challenges.
Yes.
Be mentally prepared to stand up to these challenges and do your best. Now I make the only person you dey in competition with now yourself. If you wake up today, you see, say what you have been doing yesterday, not to me best, see how you go improve them. See how you go improve them. Think of how you go improve them. Work on how we go improve them. Because part of the problem we'll get with this cultural disconnect don't cause for we is that we dey run from who that we be for go be somebody else, but when we reach side we think say we go be somebody else, we dey find out say the problem then did them big pass to how come out. Yes. That's how I sit on the talk so. If this month done I not pay me mortgage, I swear to God, and they can't pull me now.
They can't pull you, yeah.
And they no for do not day. Then they pull me. Then they pull the family. This is what the realities are in this part of the world. You make the money, but you have to give it back. In Sierra Leone, you use 1/3 of what you had to spend now. I invest them in some funny business. Within 1 to 6 years, I don't make multi-million. Yes, the potentials are there. But the problem we'll get is we don't so disconnect ourselves that trust not there in that society anymore. Trust not there. So it's difficult for things to work properly in those societies. It's difficult. But we not give up on we country. What you do? That you make it well, we able find way for make it fine.
We don't say we what I don't do, yeah.
Oh, we for find way, they shift around.
Go shift
Let the water clean.
Yeah.
And the way they Where water dirty, make clay, take clay brick. I'll show you now. Dirty water, take clay brick, make something like a pond with them. Where the water they shift through, it goes something underneath. That water how they go through the clay brick, na clean water.
Clean water.
They take all the germs, it take all the dirty. That filter, what in them call filter, where they be they put now first them, we get them lobes. Then a clay brick. If you put them that first them clay pot, where them be they put water, that very healthy thing than they. Those are the cultural goods that we have lost. Then clay pots, where then they put, I think 30 days then get them at the mosque. Upline.
And cool pots. Then probably they call that clay. Where the water they cool.
Yes. Yes. And not they only cool down the water, they take out the bacteria and other impurities from the water. As long as then they clean them regularly, it is safe, clean drinking water.
Yeah.
If you carry that, they go back to them and say, let people and they buy that clay pot, put in their house for put them drinking water. That's business.
Yeah.
But are we thinking that way? No.
Oh.
Because we are culturally disconnected. Anyway, we go talk more about that backstage.
Thank you very much.
I think today we don't do justice to the program. We get some technologies we may for discuss where you go learn something, you go begin make small penny.
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
Yes,
we go talk about that backstage. Okay, thanks for calling. So, family them. Today we don't discuss within the real things them or some of the real things with the whole paper. Life is a choice. We are passing here to leave a legacy for generations yet unborn. America, they talk about forefathers. The Washingtons, the Adams, etc. Those forefathers did not be millionaires. If they may get money, they may get money out of their own personal business, not from politics. This country where they get 4 people them within the honor. See now they make this country be what it be so. Every country get the people louder than the honor. But in Sierra Leone, are we really honoring the right people? When they talk about father, then we will take independence. Is it independence? Is it not now that we are fighting for our independence? And if we are fighting for our independence now, and we build the cultural and the mental institutions, we will help we for build on the independence we want. Can we build the cultural and mental institutions? We go allow we for begin trust each other. I left for now then question here today. We go come back on Wednesday. And una, will they come and listen? Do ya una help for scatter this thing? Una scatter this platform. Una talk to una body them, let them they listen to this. The nonsense while they talk will make a lot of sense to we very soon. Change is a mental process, not a material process. We can take 3, 4, 5, $10 billion. We invest them in Sierra Leone today. We put everything in place. Sierra Leone will be a modern state. But if we minds, they're not modernized. then they disappear inside 5 to 10 years because we don't get the ability for sustain that material change. But when you have the ability to sustain a material condition, you improve on what you get every day. Every day. A country like China, we go there, go meet one road today. Next week, they meet, they don't expand the road or they don't build bridge overhead. This is what changes. It's a mental process, not a physical process. The physical things they already see are product of how they think. And how they think, and how they change. So, when I share this thing, when I talk to a company, let them come. Other want, let call, let get a discussion. I know they claim for know everything, but they tell una say, I get the things the way they instigate una for think. Would they push una for think, waiting for do, how for do them. Now begin get discussions on this. Now we see how far we go in the next 5 to 10 years. Now change schedule. And I thank you for listen. We will meet on Wednesday. May God keep all man. Now good night. Bye bye. Awano. Malo.
Koya Kingdom inheritance. How the Koya Kingdom rise in, how he fall down. Before war come with bullets. Before market turn, prison. Before brother, sell brother. One kingdom been there. Way one man from Mali begin. This man been them Farama Kamara from the Omande. Then temne them call this a man. Or Tamidi man been get mind and sabi fet. In bin they use magic. Them call the kingdom Koya. And Koya been take from Guinea to Liberia. Koya no build palace with brick. Them build with respect, with wisdom, with Bai and Gabana them, the chiefs. Koya been lectured in basket. Everybody holding own corner. How Koya start. Temne people wise. Them sabi the road, salt, cola, cowrie. Mali get army. Koya get alliance. Every village join and them no fed. Them share. Trade sweet. Rainfall. Drum the beat. Peace thee. How the Wahala begin nar Koya. Listen careful, Salone people, them power sweet past honey, but power can cause trouble for all man. Buy banner from Mabonto and Wanje. Way today, nar Sierra Leone won't take over the salt road. Another buy and in Gibana them vex. You want chop all by yourself, arrow fly, roadblock, market dry, trader them fear. Unity begin shake, trader music stop. Opoto don land, from the sea, ship, land, like crocodile. Opoto no ask for yam, them no ask for goat. Them say, bring pekin, bring man, bring woman. We go gi unugun and cutlass, rum, cloth. First we say no, then we say, the only prisoner. Then we say, the enemy pekin. Last we no talk again. Kola rod don't turn to chain rod. How Koya fall down. For 500 years this go on. Some buy them build big house. Some buy get big looking glass. Koya heart begin 12. Koya unity dawn scatter. British them come land in 1808. Some buy them give land to them and other buy say them betray them brother. Now the cloud from the rum gun and the cloth don't clear. None they buy them nor get kingdom again. Only shame. Only silence. The Koya lesson. We Sierra Leone people don't land them all but them go tell you say. Any kingdom way no get unity, he go scatter. Road nor to one person get Trade feed build for all man. If trade nor be for all, in go fit break all man. Koya nor die or in nor end fin 1-0. Is still the waka with we inside we at end will we food them. We still dey na the bush path. And still do they fit inside we are their minds. The silence we get between wars and no peace. We still they fit the Koya war. How for do for stop and Waiting we go do for end war.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.